Hello everybody, welcome to my math channel. I hope you are all doing fine. Today we will continue studying lesson 7 in chapter 8. So I recommend that you bring your books and open on page 639. We will solve some independent practice, and if you already solved some problems, please compare your answers to mine so that you can be sure if your answers are okay or not. Now let's begin by the first question. We have here: solve each inequality, graph the solution on the number line. 2 plus y smaller than or equal to 3. You know that this is addition inequality, so you will subtract 2 from both sides, and the solution will be like y smaller than or equal to 1. So you go for the 1 and you make a closed circle going to the left. The same will happen here. You will add 1. So y will be smaller than 5. This is smaller than, no or equal sign, so we will make an empty circle also going to the left because w is smaller than 5. Here this is multiplication inequality. This is multiplication, so you will divide by 7 for both sides. Will give you x is greater than 8. Greater than 8, you make a circle at 8, open circle going to the right. This is division equation. So you just multiply the 3 by the 2. Multiplication, 3 by 2. This will give you d smaller than or equal to 6. So you have here closed circle at 6 going to the left because of smaller than or equal. Now moving on. We have here problem number 5. A company charges $0.10, means 10 cents, for each letter engraved. Bobby plans to spend no more than $5. This is the amount he has. He has no more than this amount. So on the engraving on a jewelry box, write and solve an inequality to find the maximum number of letters he can have engraved. As you can see, 0.10 for each letter. So it will be 0.10, which is 0.1x, and this is the amount, no more than. No more than means can be 5 or less. So that's why we wrote here smaller than or equal to 5. Now if you divide both sides by 0.1, it will give you x smaller than or equal to 50. So the maximum number is 50 letters. Now we have here this t-shirt costs $14.50 each, and suppose David has $65 to spend on his ticket, and some shirts he already spent $32.25 on his ticket and fees. Write an inequality that could be used to find the maximum number of shirts he can buy. We said that he has $65 and he already spent $32.25. So first we will begin by finding what is left. Means he spent 65. Let's say 65.00 minus 32.25. Now 0 minus 5 cannot be done, so this 0 will be 10. this 0 will be 9, this 5 will be 4, 10 minus 5 is 5, 9 minus 2 is 7, brought down the decimal point, 4 minus 2 is 2, and 6 minus 3 is 3. You can find it mentally, by the way. So what is left is $32.75. So now the price of one t-shirt is 14.50. So we can say 14.50x, the number of t-shirts he can buy, will be smaller than or equal to this number, which is 32.75, the money left with him. Now, let's see problem B. What is the maximum number of shirts he can buy? Of course, we will divide. To know the maximum number of shirts means to know the x. How can we know the x? You will divide here, divide by 14.50. Also, you will divide here by 14.50. And mashallah, you are grade 6 students, you can finish this division. It's very easy for you. You can do it this way. Of course, you will get rid of the decimal in the denominator, so it will be like 3,275 divided by 1,450. And mentally, it's about 2 t-shirts. Now moving on. Let me hide the answers for we can answer together. For this problem, it's subtraction inequality. Solve the each inequality, graph the solution on the number line. Of course, you will add 7 over 12. Also here we will add 7 over 12. Now, since we have different denominators, so we need to make them the same denominator. 10 and 12, we can make them 60 by multiplying here by 6 down, multiply by 6 up, multiply here by 5 down, multiply by 5 up. Someone will say, okay, I can make them 120. Okay, don't erase, your answer is okay. Multiply the 10 by the 12 and the 12 by the 10 is okay. But now my problem is, I have here 3 by 6 is 18. 18 over 60. Plus, I have here 7 by 5, so 35 over 60. And this will give you, at the end, of course, you are going to add the 18 plus the 35. And it will give you 53 over 60. 53 over 60 is simplified. So no need to make further step. So at the end, it will be B is greater than 53 over 60. How can we graph this one on the number line? You plot here a point, any point anywhere on the number line. Let's plot here, for example. Let's make here a dot that is empty circle. And let's say that this number is 53 over 60. And going to the right, then shade all numbers to the right. About this problem, of course, we will subtract 0.3, subtract 0.3 from both sides, and this will give you f smaller than, what is 1.7 minus 0.3? Yes, excellent, mashallah, it is 1 1.4. Locate here 1.4 anywhere. Don't bother yourself by making 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Just put 1.4, make an empty circle, of course go into the left because it is smaller than. Now moving on. Problem number 10. In 3 math tests, you have scored 91, 95, 88 points. You are about to take your next test, the 4th test. Suppose you want to have an average score of at least 9. Means 9 or more, at least 9. At least 90, at least 90 means 90 or more. At least 90 points after all 4 tests. Explain a method you could use to find the score you must receive in order to the average at least is 90 points. Then find the least score. So we have the first exam, which is 91, plus the second exam, which is 95, plus the third exam, which is 88, plus the fourth exam, next set, the fourth exam that we don't know, we are going to say X. This is the fourth exam. And the average means all of this over 4, because they are 1, 2, 3, 4 tests, so over 4. And at least means greater than or equal to 90. Of course, to solve this problem, to finish this problem, we need to get rid of the 4 first. So to get rid of the 4, just multiply the 4 by the 90 to the other side. So this will be 91 plus 95 plus 88 plus x will be greater than or equal 4 times 90, which is 360. Now we must add the 91 plus the 95 plus the 88, and we leave the x because we don't know the x. It will give you 274. So 274 plus x will be greater than or equal to 360. Now we should subtract because it becomes an addition inequality. So subtract 274 from the left hand side, subtract 274 from the right hand side, and this should give you, let's say x will be greater than or equal 360 minus this number, it will give you 86. So your score in the 4th exam should be greater than or equal to 86 in order to have an average of 90 or more. By this, my dear students, we come to the end of our explaining for today. Till we meet again, goodbye.